She dropped my children off. This was Sunday. Dropped my children off with all 4 of my children with a female babysitter who has a child. So there's 5 kids for her. That's 5 kids for her in an apartment, right? And Melody goes to a whole nother state. Guys, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. But Melody goes to a whole nother state. And she hasn't come back to this day. And today is Wednesday.
Martell Holt just hit a breaking point that nobody could ignore this time. And it wasn't the kind of moment you brush off as another headline or social media rant. This felt raw. This felt personal. Because the news spreading right now isn't just gossip, it's the kind of information that shakes everything you thought was still standing. Melody Shari is reportedly expecting, and according to the whispers getting louder by the minute, this baby might not have anything to do with Martell at all. Let that sit for a second. After everything they've been through, the love, the betrayal, the public fights, the emotional breakdowns, people always believed there was still some unfinished connection between them. Even after the divorce, even after all the drama played out in front of millions, there was this idea that somehow, some way, their story wasn't fully over. But what nobody saw coming was this.
Marcus, talking to you, so why you posting pictures, showing stuff? Yeah. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't ever touch Martell Holt's kids.
Because this time, it's not about another argument. It's not about old cheating accusations being brought back up. It's not even about co-parenting tension. This is different. This is about moving on in a way that doesn't leave room for the past. And if the rumors are true, then what we're watching unfold right now isn't just drama. It's a complete shift in power, identity, and control. And Martell? He's not taking it lightly. To understand why this situation is hitting so hard, you have to go back to where everything started. When Martell and Melody first stepped into the spotlight, they didn't just look like a couple, they looked like a team, a strong, polished, ambitious duo building a life together. They had the businesses, the family, the image that made people believe in them. From the outside, it looked perfect, but behind that picture-perfect life, cracks were forming quietly.
No.
Like,
I'm not making it a big issue.
Yeah, don't let that mess up the friendship or
no,
nothing.
oh no, hell no. It's not gonna mess up our friendship.
Okay.
But it's more like, don't ever do that again, though. I would not go to your ex-wife before I come to you, the man, first.
At first, people didn't notice. Then whispers started. Then those whispers turned into full conversations. And eventually, everything exploded into the open. The cheating wasn't just a rumor that came and went. It became a storyline that refused to disappear. And for Melody, that meant dealing with betrayal not just privately, but publicly. Every emotional moment, every tear, every confrontation, it all played out where everyone could see it. That kind of pain hits differently. Martell tried to explain it at first. He talked about mistakes, he spoke about being misunderstood, he tried to make it seem like something that could be worked through.
Growth in that is amazing because I used to be ready to check people all the time, and I literally had to spend some time with myself, learn to truly love myself after such a big divorce and scandal, right? And to get back to who is Melody? Who is Melody? What does Melody desire? Oh, Melody desires peace more than, you know what I'm saying? That's big for me. Melody desires to be in situations where I'm happy. I love people around me who are laughing, having a good time. We cut up. I'm a high-key comedian, by the way, so we cut up all the time, right?
But over time, it became clear that this wasn't just a one-time situation. It was a pattern, and patterns are hard to ignore. Eventually, the marriage couldn't hold up anymore. Divorce followed. Then came the tension, the back and forth, the moments where it felt like neither one of them could fully let go of what had been built or broken. Even after everything, there was still history tying them together. Children, memories, years of life that don't just disappear because a relationship ends. And that's why people kept believing there was still something there. Martell especially gave off that energy. In interviews, in conversations, in the way he spoke about Melody, it never fully sounded like he had accepted the end. There were hints of regret, moments where it seemed like he still saw a future that included her in some way. But Melody? She moved differently. She became more focused, more controlled, more intentional about her life. Instead of getting pulled into constant back-and-forth drama, she started building something new for herself. Her energy shifted, her priorities became clearer. And slowly, without making a big announcement about it, she started showing people what moving on really looks like. That's why this pregnancy rumor feels so big. Because if it's true, then it's not just about her having a child. It's about her stepping into a completely new chapter, one that doesn't include Martell in the way it used to. And that realization, that's where everything starts to unravel. The drama didn't begin with a confirmation. There was no official statement, no big reveal. It started quietly, almost unnoticeable at first. Fans began picking up on small details. Her outfits started changing, looser fits, softer looks, the kind of styling choices that made people pause and wonder. Then came the photos, angles that felt intentional, poses that seemed slightly protective. At first, it was just speculation, but then things escalated. Someone claimed they saw her leaving a private appointment. She wasn't alone. According to the story, there was a man with her, close, attentive, present in a way that immediately raised questions. No clear images, no solid proof, just enough to get people talking. And once people start talking, the internet does the rest. Within hours, the rumors spread everywhere. Questions turned into assumptions, assumptions turned into narratives, and before long, the idea of Melody being pregnant wasn't just a possibility, it was the story everyone was focused on. But here's where things took a turn, because when word got back to Martell, his reaction wasn't calm, it wasn't dismissive, it wasn't even confused, it was explosive. At first, he reportedly didn't believe it, laughed it off, called it fake, said people were reaching for attention. But as more posts started popping up, as more conversations started happening, something shifted. The energy changed. People around him noticed it, the mood, the tone, the way he carried himself. What started as disbelief quickly turned into frustration. Then that frustration turned into something deeper, anger. But not just anger about a rumor, it was something more personal than that. Because this wasn't about whether the pregnancy was real or not, it was about what it represented, the idea that Melody could be moving forward in her life without him being a central part of it anymore. That's a different kind of reality to face, and it didn't take long before that energy started showing publicly. Martell went live. He didn't say her name directly, but the message, it was clear. He talked about loyalty, about people pretending, about feeling played, the kind of statements that don't need names attached for people to understand who they're about. Viewers immediately connected the dots. But here's the twist nobody expected. Melody didn't respond. No arguments, no denial, no explanation. Nothing. Instead, she posted a photo. Calm, composed, standing in soft lighting, looking at peace in a way that almost felt intentional. And while she didn't say a word, the image itself said enough to keep the conversation going. That silence, it spoke louder than anything she could have said. And for Martell, that silence may have hit harder than any response. Because when someone chooses not to engage, it removes the control from the situation. There's nothing to argue against, nothing to defend, nothing to twist, just reality sitting there unchallenged. And that's where things started to feel different. People close to him say this isn't just about jealousy, it's about something deeper, the realization that he may no longer be part of her story in the way he once was. For years, even after the breakup, there was still a connection. Conversations about her always circled back to him. Moments in her life still felt linked to their shared history. But this feels separate, independent, final, and that's not easy to process. Because when someone you once had a strong influence over starts building a life that doesn't revolve around you, it forces a kind of self-reflection that not everyone is ready for. And emotionally, this situation runs deep. They share children. That alone creates a lifelong connection. If Melody is expecting, it changes the dynamic in a way that can't be undone. Their kids would have a new sibling. Family interactions would shift. The structure they once knew would evolve into something different. For Martell, that could feel like watching a life he once had a role in continue without him in the same position. And that's heavy. For Melody, though, this could represent something completely different. A fresh start, a chance to build without the weight of past pain, to create something new without constantly being tied to what used to be, to move forward in peace instead of conflict. And sometimes that kind of growth doesn't come with loud announcements. Sometimes it comes with silence, with calm decisions, with actions that speak without needing explanation. And that's exactly what makes this situation so powerful, because while one side appears to be reacting, the other seems to be simply living. And that contrast is impossible to ignore. The public reaction has only made things more intense. Every post analyzed, every expression discussed, every moment turned into a conversation. It's the kind of attention that amplifies everything, making emotions feel even bigger than they already are. But at the center of it all are two people dealing with something real. Not just headlines, not just rumors, but a shift in their lives that changes everything moving forward. So where does this go from here? If the rumors are true, Melody is stepping into a new chapter on her own terms, calm, controlled, unbothered by the noise around her. And Martell, he's left facing something that goes beyond public perception, acceptance. Because sometimes the hardest thing to deal with isn't what happened in the past, it's realizing that the future you imagined isn't coming back. And that's what this moment feels like. Not just drama, not just gossip, but a turning point. Because when someone truly moves on, it forces everyone connected to them to do the same. The real question isn't whether the pregnancy is real. The real question is whether Martell is ready to accept that Melody's life may no longer include him in the way it once did. And that's a truth that doesn't come easy. Because in situations like this, it's not just about losing a relationship. It's about losing the version of the future you thought was still possible. And sometimes that's the hardest part of all.